been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
One-hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim. And that does it! Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
Ladies and gentlemen, a bit crazy of a start here. The weather isn't great. It's been a little grimy. King Heights only 5 players out there because the traffic in Toronto's been so abysmal. But early on, it doesn't matter when the ball gets tipped off. We're live for some North Pole Hoops basketball. And immediately getting us started here will be number 5, Kamar Grant. He's been hot so far this season. And we are live. My name's Julian Quintero Verano, and I'm excited to call this game between King Heights along with St. Jude's Academy. Joining me here today, my dear friend, Bulgaria's finest, Anthony Marinov. Anthony, how are we feeling today?
Feeling good, Julian. You know, it might be early, but we're still energized, and basketball never sleeps, right? You always got to keep going. These are a couple of teams that I'm really excited to see. We saw King Heights a couple of days ago, and now I get to see my first action of St. Jude's, so it's going to be a good time today.
St. Jude's obviously a fantastic side so far this year. They've been, in my opinion, one of the surprise packages of the season in the best way imaginable. Talked with the team. They said it's a bit of a rebuild year. They're going to be sleeping on us, and that's what it was throughout the year. But as they currently sit at 4-3, they've punched well above their weight, shocking over Polaris, keeping it insanely close with Fort Erie, Royal Crown, and Crestwood. But on top of that, looking to get one of the top seeds in the entirety of the league if they're able to get a win here today against King Heights. Quick little bucket there immediately by Marcus Halstead. Apologies, was it Marcus? Yes, it was Marcus Halstead, and it's going to be fun to be able to see you. Out to the corner, Menelik Maurice, he splashes home from 3. King Heights now 6-4, the score. 2 threes, the ones for them so far, Anthony.
Well, yeah, they're making their threes early on, right? That's very important. Sets the tone for the game, and if you start making your threes, it opens up the floor for you the rest of the way.
As the shot doesn't fall, King Heights need to get back on defense again. St. Jude's taking it to the hold. CJ Nelson, he's fouled there on the reach-in from Nicholas Logan. And it will be a foul on number 2, Nicholas Logan. On number 2, CJ Nelson. A lot of 2s in that sentence. If you're feeling like you're one of those people that believes in angel numbers, that might be something that lines up for you. CJ Nelson to be the one to inbound. Passes in quick. He finds Usaim Khan. Not able to get that in. King Heights go the other way. Guess who it is? It was Ahmed to Diamantakos. Over to Ahmed. Ahmed pass inside to Logan. He pulls up from the mid-range. Gets it a fall. Nicholas Logan makes it a 4-point advantage. Sorry, a 5-point advantage here for King Heights.
King Heights are making their jumpers. That's always nice to see.
It gets kicked on out. As it makes its way over, it's picked up by Kamar Grant. Grant glancing around. He's covered there by Victor Owie. Decides to beat him. Drives on the jumper. Sits on the rim. Doesn't go. It gets popped out there by Marcus Halstead. Out of bounds it falls. And it will be going the other way in favor of King Heights.
Julian, I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited to see yet another Yusuf Ahmed game. The guy is absolutely unreal. I'm watching him play. He does everything. It's truly a treat.
They're always a treat. They always give us a fantastic game. I got to talk with Yusuf pre-game. Great smile on his face. Very excited to play. He said, I'm just here to be able to put on a show for the people at home for this, so you love to see it here at North Pole Hoops. CJ Nelson catches the three in stride. Can't put it in. Rebounded now by Nicholas Logan. He's going to try to beat here. Passes it quickly over to Owie. Owie to the corner. Finds Menelik Maurice, but he steps out of bounds. It will be turned over. St. Jude's will be retaking the possession.
Looks like King Heights have some reinforcements coming in now, at least on the bench. Andre Thompson just showed up. He's lacing up, getting ready to go.
I mean, Andre Thompson, a great senior point guard here so far for King Heights. He's been a great addition for him. He played for Canada Elite earlier on in his career in high school, and it just goes to show what an exceptional talent he is there for the side from Thornhill. Turned over there. No apologies for a second. They were signaling it was going the way of King Heights. Instead, St. Jude's be the ones retaking here. Nelson, inbound, he ends up fighting Grant. Grant has the screen from Toro Olaye. Doesn't take the screen, doesn't get the shot. Quick pass on up, it goes to Owie. He takes it straight to the basket and one. Bucket. Victor Owie taking it to the net, and he tacks on two. One more to come here for him. It makes it 10-4.
Owie's an excellent driver to the basket. I mean, goes there with physicality. Another thing is he's athletic. He can move the ball around the rim quite a bit. So, you know, he has to readjust. He can do just that.
And the thing about Victor Owie, for a player of his size, if I remember correctly, he stands about at 6'6", 6'7". He has an incredible amount of shiftiness to his step. He attacks hard to the basket, isn't scared of the contact. So that's always nice to see in these talents. Toro Olaye not able to do much with it. Goes over to Owie, takes air, takes flight, and he flushes it home there. St. Jude's forced to call a timeout here as they trail 13-4. We'll be right back after this quick little timeout, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We return here for some more action. Bringing it up here, Jaden Stapleton finds Nelson, and he gives it over to Halstead. St. Jude's need to get something going here, and they're not able to get the bucket there, but the foul is drawn. Marcus Halstead headed to the line here now to hope to try to get things going in favor of this St. Jude's team.
Yeah, King Heights just crazy efficient yet again. They are a very efficient team overall. I mean, we saw it last game, we've seen it in previous games. And today, they've only missed 2 shots, right? They're 5 of 7 overall. They're making their threes. They've only missed 1 3. So King Heights just being crazy efficient. St. Jude's not to the same degree. Missing both free throws there. You got to start making your shots if you want to stay in this game.
Brutal to miss both free throws there, but as you mentioned, King Heights, a very good team. They always come out and shoot very efficiently. The question usually ends up being the defensive side. At least that was what the main concern was early on in the edge game. Like in the edge game, they ended up locking them down later on down the stretch. And here it's much more of the same. Great start against St. Jude's. They're really giving it what they can. Owie, it sits on the rim. Ahmed didn't want to tip it in case it would be called a goaltend, but it ended up rolling its way out. It makes its way back over to Grant. Out beyond the arc, the attack for Toro Olaye. He isn't able to get it. Gets his own board. Goes back up with it, can't get it. Tip back out, it goes to Grant. He slips it to Olaye. Third time's the charm, and Toro Olaye with the bucket.
If that first two don't succeed, try again.
Exactly, that's the way you want to look at it. It's obviously what ended up playing out there. Now King Heights looks to respond. Yusuf Ahmed kicks it out to the corner. It's Awi, short, picked up by Nelson. Nelson bringing it up. He slows it down here for a moment. He has Grant on his right-hand side. Ahmed the one to guard him. Nelson has Halstead coming to set the screen. Lets it fly deep, can't convert it. Still, though, it's picked up by Grant. He maintains the possession here for St. Jude's. Finds Stapleton. Jaden Stapleton to the basket. Has to get it out to Nelson. He steps through. Out it goes to Stapleton. He lets it go for three. Off the rim. The putback chance. Can't go. Maurice passing quickly over to Logan. Nicholas Logan going up through contact to the basket. Can't get it. St. Jude's running the court again. Out it goes to Grant. It finds Olaye. Olaye called for the travel there. Unfortunate offensive foul there. And King Heights will be the ones retaking possession. Score still sits here at 13-6.
That was excellent defense by Olaye on the fast break there. He just went straight up, stayed vertical. Arms didn't come down. It's perfect form, and he didn't foul, which is obviously the most important thing. It's really tough on a fast break. A lot of times, you get stuck in a bad spot, and you didn't there. So just, big praise for him there on that defensive stop.
And we pointed it out earlier today. It's going to be tough to see King Heights play with significantly less bodies than they're probably more accustomed to. Nolan McMaster checking in later in this game than he probably would have liked. Same goes for Andre Thompson. Traffic, one of the worst things in our society, and sadly in the eyes of some people it will be a necessary evil to cause things to comply. Personally, I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of trains, ladies and gentlemen, so if we can get some more trains going more consistently at all hours of the day, I think we can avoid problems like traffic, and we get to see best-on-best basketball throughout, Anthony. I don't know if you share the same opinion as I do.
I mean, I'd like to see some trains on Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, I'll tell you that.
For the Sunday morning game, Anthony and I both, we got to take the Go bus to make it out to Burlington. It's not going to be a super fun experience. Nolan McMaster goes 1 of 2 here at the line. St. Jude's going to try to break out, score 14-6. Stapleton trying to beat McMaster, hands it over to Nelson. Nelson drives in, attacks Thompson, kicks it back out. It's Toro Olaye for 3, off the front of the rim. McMaster tries saving it, isn't able to do so. It will remain St. Jude's possession. Substitutions here. We see Elijah Patterson check in here for the St. Jude's team.
St. Jude's just kind of unable to get things going here on the offensive side of the ball. Can't really find the good quality shots. They've had a couple nice passing plays, but for the most part, kind of just struggling to set up their offense.
We talk a lot about, are things sustainable? Usually that is an effect of good things where is the good shot sustainable? Is the high percentage for King Heights sustainable, especially considering that now they lead by 10 at 16-6. But I think the same could be said on the side of St. Jude. They're not a side that misses this many opportunities. They're a side that has spent the whole week traveling. You can see maybe they're a little fatigued. Maybe it's been affecting them a little bit. But in all of those elements, they're still a team that comes out and gives it 100%. And a start like this, though a little bit discouraging off the rip, it's definitely not something that I think is sustainable. You should expect them later on in this game to bounce back into form, especially players like CJ Nelson, known to have that microwave trait, so to say. Heats up when the team needs him, and he does it in a very, very time-efficient manner. St. Jude's with the steal. Goes to Stapleton. Blocked by Yusuf Ahmed. Great play there. Amazing play from the lanky, I don't know how you call it, point forward, I guess is the correct term for it, because that's what he is. He handles the ball, but he has the side of a wing. Attack hard there. Toro Olaye gets the bucket and the double-double threat, able to break the duck St. Jude's had so far.
Yeah, they needed that. That was a big bucket, bring this lead to below 10 points there. When you see a double-digit lead shrink, right, mentally, it becomes easier for you, but there it goes back up to 10. It was a nice midi there from McMaster.
And Nolan McMaster, I think he's been a bit of a more underrated player, in my opinion. If you talk about what he's been this season, you look at his stats and you might think, well, this guy, maybe he isn't someone that accumulates those points. Unfortunate situation there for King Heights as Ahmed tips it into his own basket. But back about McMaster, I love the kid's motor. It's the same thing that I say about Trevay Jones. If you're one of those people that just sits and watches the box score, you're not going to think much of Nolan McMaster. You're going to start overlooking just how good and effective he is as a player. But every time he steps on the court, Nolan McMaster is one of the key players for King Heights. He's setting screens, he's fighting on the glass, and though this sequence doesn't go his way, he's usually one that hustles back on defense, tries to get things going. CJ Nelson there with the lay, and that's lovely to see there for St. Jude. They close the gap a little bit further now, 18-12 to score.
Nelson almost jumped out the gym there.
He wanted to get that highlight play, probably holding on to a bit later on in this game to really get his teammates pumped and ready, though I think a dunk like that now would have been ferocious and very beneficial for us. Out it goes to Nelson. He lets it fly for three. Can't convert it. Gets tipped on over to Logan. He brings it up to Thompson. Thompson, quick find to the back side of Menelik Maurice. He's not able to get it. Rebounded by Patterson. Quick pass on out to Grant. He has Stapleton on the cutback. Stapleton, big attack to the basket, and it's a wonderful passing drill-esque play there for St. Jude's. They close the gap to 4 points now.
Very unselfish play there from Kamar Grant. Saw the pass, let it go right away. Didn't even think about hesitating. Just right away, see Stapleton, easy lay.
Logan, big push inside. Once again, it's stolen. Once again, it's Stapleton off to the races. And once again, it's Stapleton with 2 more points. Kill him in short spurts and build the momentum you need. It hasn't been the big flashy plays. It's been the textbook ones. 2-point game now. St. Jude's have closed their gap. Ahmed blows past there on the defense, gets those 2 points right back. Really major on the side of King Heights. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first. A very fast first quarter here between these two sides. Currently sits at 18-16 for when we return for some more NPA basketball.
Now I'm rising with fire from what they used to boast. Bridge culture with core, let your roots roar. From Toronto, Jeddah, Dubai, open every door. They say you're small, you don't belong in the score. But universe whisper, you built for much more. Wake up to your power, see the game wait. Court is your voice, the hoops your stay. Every strap you grab, every shot you take. Be the message in the grind, no silent breaks. They slept on me, now I rise to the sky. Stardust in my veins, see the flame in my eye. Game speak loud, I don't need to try. From shadows to spotlight, watch me testify. Wake up the world, let them feel who we be. Roots in the ground, but a soul run free. Let's connect, gateway to your dreams. Game speaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return here for some second quarter action. Apologies, there was a score update that I kind of blanked on here, Anthony. It's 2016.
Favorite year of my life.
Weren't you like 12?
13.
And Kamar Grant jumps out the gym. I think he also loves talking about 2016. It's a year to remember. And with that score, St. Jude's closed the gap against the 2. Continuing on, Thompson, he kicks it up. Still they fight for it. A jumper from McMaster, can't convert it. Nelson the one to pull it in. He tries beating Logan, isn't able to do so. And it makes its way over here to the scores table.
About to get me in the game.
I think they would want you in the game. I've seen your Brody League stand.
Dang, we're bringing up Brody League now.
No,
okay.
no, we're not bringing up Brody League. They got nothing to do with us. The one thing I love about North Pole Hoops, lovely, lovely stuff all around. Just saying you're a talented hooper. If they need you to put you in, I would trust Anthony Marinov with a couple possessions here and there.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Goes over to Nelson, not able to get it, but as it kisses the glass and makes its way back, it is a bucket there for number 8, Christian Case, on the side of St. Jude's. We're all square at 20.
I think Ahmad might have gotten a hand on that Nelson layup there for a second block. But then again, just the offensive rebound. Nice hustle there from St. Jude's just to keep going with the play.
I mean, Yusuf Ahmed keeps pushing there, gets the lay. Nice to see on that case for him. Tacks on another one, gives his team the lead again here at 22 points.
Yeah, Ahmed with 6 points already. He's been attacking down low. He's been unstoppable. He's getting layups wherever he wants. He's making everything.
Patterson fights through the coverage here. And it seems that Menelik Maurice might have taken a shot to the face. Might be seeing him coming out here. Ref blows the whistle as Maurice slow to walk back. They're not pleased about that. It seems that there was contact between him and Elijah Patterson on that last drive to the basket. Maurice makes his way over to the corner. Seems that he'll be able to play through it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, that's usually a stinger. You know, you get hit in the jaw, needs a couple seconds. Not that it hurts too much, but you know, you need a few seconds just to recuperate. And
it's one of those at the moment you take a shot, and it's just you can't really comprehend the pain that you're in. After a while, you realize, you know what? Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. Nice bucket there from Yusuf Ahmed. Able to reestablish the gap once more. A 2-point lead for King Heights. St. Jude's still yet to have captured the lead here today. We'll see if they're able to push on through. It's kicked out. It's Jaden Stapleton covered by Logan. Passes it over to Kamar Grant. 3 seconds. Grant's got to pull it up. It's short. Ahmed, the one to come down with it. Yusuf Ahmed stripped from behind by Case. Here comes Grant. He lines it up and flushes it home nicely. 2 big dunks so far for Kamar Grant. Timeout called. We're tied at 24, Anthony.
yeah, big play there. You know, 4 guys surrounding Ahmed there on the fast break. Just got the steal, easy dunk.
They're going to be putting all their focus on Yusuf Ahmed to try to stop the wonderful talent that he is. We're tied at 24. We'll be right back following this quick timeout.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
More action to come here out of that timeout, and King Heights quick to inbound. Quick little lineup check here for all of them. Andre Thompson out there with Yusuf Ahmed, Menelik Maurice. It makes its way out to the corner to Nolan McMaster, and rounding out the lineup on the court for him, Nicholas Logan on the side of King Heights. They're going to try to get everything they can as it goes out of bounds. No, picked up by Thompson. He splits defenders. Out it goes all the way to the corner. They got to beat the shot clock. They don't. St. Jude's retakes the possession there, Anthony.
Great defense there. Now again, Kamar Grant gets the hand, pokes it away from Ahmed just to stall things a little bit, and that sheds off a few seconds on the shot clock. Couldn't get anything going.
Once again, nice little lineup check here. Joining Kamar Grant out there for St. Jude's. Jaden Stapleton, the one going around the horn, attacks with the floater, gives St. Jude's their first lead of the game. And joining Stapleton and Grant out there, we got CJ Nelson along with Christian Case and Elijah Patterson. But yeah, St. Jude's first lead of the game, gone just as fast as I ended up mentioning it. We're tied again at 26. But yeah, it's been a fun little back and forth here. King Heights coming out strong in the first, but it ended up becoming a bit of a struggle, a bit of a mess for them. And now they're trying to recoup. A mistake on the inbound. Stapleton gets to capitalize on the confusion. And it gets splashed home by Elijah Patterson. Wonderful awareness from Jaden Stapleton to see the mistake, realize that no one's clocked it, and the awareness to keep it moving to make sure they're able to capitalize on that possession. 5-point swing for St. Jude's.
How about it, man? Stapleton, defensive impact everywhere. He's only 5'10", and yet he's being that sneaky guy, that Grand Theft Alvarado kind of guy, you know, sneaking up from behind, poking you, just wreaking havoc, being that pest on defense, and he's done an excellent job of that.
Kamar Grant, once again, back-to-back threes here for St. Jude. Kamar Grant said he wanted to get involved in the party, 34-28, and this game has a bigger gap now in the blink of an eye.
Grant now with 9 points. Showing just about everything.
Quick on the drive there. Nicholas Logan gets 2 points back here. King Heights going to have to lock down and lock in. Stapleton driving in, has a screen from Case. Little skip pass over here. Beats Thompson, who slips. Ends up going all the way out to Grant for three again! Back-to-back threes for Kamar Grant. 12 points now on the day for the young man.
Back-to-back threes. That's 3 threes in a row for St. Jude's. They're cooking.
They are cooking. Andre Thompson decides to get his lick back, at least to an extent. Pull up midi from the right elbow. Nice to see on that bucket, but the gap now sits at 7.
Needed that bucket there. Kind of stop the momentum a little bit. You know, you felt St. Jude's kind of picking up the pace, picking up the pressure, going a little bit of a run, but that bucket, crucial.
And apologies, the gap is actually 5. It seems that I'm struggling with my numbers today. Need to call up the count from Sesame Street, see if he can help me out a little bit on that one. But what he won't need help with is identifying the players on the court. Christian Case fouled there, and he'll have 2 free throws. 2 free throws to shoot here.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, you talk about struggling with numbers. That's why we like basketball and not math, right? So don't feel too bad.
You're right. Case able to get that first. No, he ended up missing it. Second one does fall. 38-32 the score here. King Heights bringing it up here. Andre Thompson. Thompson pass on over to Ahmed. And a whistle ended up going. Seems it was a defensive foul.
Yeah, Patterson just fighting with Ahmed down low, trying to not let him get positioning, but a little too much, and got called for the foul.
The 3 is short, picked up by Stapleton. He tried swinging it all the way across to Nelson. Nelson pass over to Grant, back to Nelson. He takes it straight to the basket. A tough attack on the lay. And it seems Yusuf Ahmed got there just a little late. Nelson will get a chance to shoot some free throws as Victor Howie checks in for King Heights.
These St. Jude's guys are not scared to go into the paint. That's one thing that's impressed me about them. You know, they started off a little bit slow, but they keep attacking. And even though they're, you know, might not be as big as a guy like Yusuf Ahmed or Victor Howie, they're still going straight downhill and not scared to attack the rim and go for layups.
And having talked with the St. Jude's team again, at the start of the season, there were talks, is this a rebuild year for the program? I believe every major starter last season either transferred to another school or graduated. So obviously seeing that much of a turnaround on your roster is going to cause fits. It might cause concerns, but St. Jude's have been one of the most electric teams, in my opinion, so far this season, and they have one of the best guard partnerships here between C.J. Nelson and Kamar Grant, who comes on out now for a breather.
Grant, again, you just mentioned him, just got the steal there. It was them two on a 2-on-1 fast break. Unfortunately, couldn't get the layup. But still, those guys doing everything they can in this game. There's a nice step back.
Nelson not able to get the bucket. 40-32 still remains the score. Ahmed, quick pass over to Thompson. Thompson, cross over to the left, steps back for 3. Andre Thompson with a nice little 3, and that might get the momentum going here for King Heights.
Yeah, Thompson saw that step back, said, you know what, this time I'll do the same thing but make the shot.
He wanted to say, you want to see my bag? Let me show you. Ball makes its way to Elijah Patterson, and he said we can go band for band from beyond the arc. Why not? Gets those 3 points right back. Coming forth is Thompson. Great attack to the basket. Can't convert it. Not a lucky bounce on the rim. It didn't sit pretty. And now Patterson, nice little dribble mix. Out it goes to Nelson. He takes it, pulls up, very contested. Can't get it to fall. Menelik Maurice the one to pull in. Ahmed, quick over to Thompson. Back it goes to Ahmed. Can't convert it. It's kicked back out of Menelik Maurice. He catches, he shoots. It's short. Still fighting for it. Cannon Stapleton. Pass up to Nelson on the transition. and he just didn't have enough elevation on it, but he's able to convert the lay. You know in his head he wanted the dramatic one-handed finish.
He wants one. You can feel it. He wants one so badly.
Unfortunate to see there. King Heights able to get a bucket quickly on the other end. We now sit at 45-37. Stapleton beats Diamantacos, and it will be a bucket there for Stapleton. Once again, it gets reestablished. 10-point lead here at 47-37.
St. Jude's, they were down by 6 earlier. Now up 10. This offense has really picked up for them big time.
Chance here on the drive. No, it gets turned on over. And then we'll be seeing a substitution. CJ Nelson getting a breather now, and we will be seeing Sareem Khan checking in on the side of St. Jude's.
Yeah, it looks like Tristan Jones coming in as well. So St. Jude's getting some fresh legs out there. It's a big advantage, you know, when you're going up against a team that only has 7 guys on the court.
And speaking of a timeout called here, everyone's going to get to catch their breath a little bit here. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, to check on what's left of this first half.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We continue on here, inbounded here for St. Jude's. Sareem Khan passes quickly on over to Patterson. His jumper sits but doesn't fall. It goes to Khan. He tries saving it. Can't. Ahmed's the one to rebound. Gets it quickly on over to Logan. Logan drive inside. Christian Case on the trail, and Christian Case fouled on his way up. He'll get 2 free throws here.
Yeah, Thompson there doesn't.
Who plays basketball a lot more than I do. I just spend a lot of my time calling it. But I do want to point out the fact that, like, as a player, you always feel like you got the ball, and as the attack, it's a fun little dynamic between it all. And I mean, that's what makes being a ref as complicated. There's another bucket here for Elijah Patterson. That one's a long-range midi. He's now 4 for 5 from the field.
Nice game from Patterson. Only averages 6 points, but here showing out big time early in this first half.
Yeah, on pace for a season high. He'd be at 10 points right now if my math is correct. Little floater action there from Victor Owie to be able to get.
Trey Thompson saying that's crazy with that call. That's pretty funny.
He's not very happy with it. I'll be honest, a lot of these players, obviously, they're all very young, most of them between the ages of 15 to 17 years old. 4 years old. Sometimes I feel a little old listening to them, but at the same time, I still feel an aspect of youthfulness that I can relate to, especially when it comes. Flash home, yet another 3 for 3 from 3 for Elijah Patterson now on the day.
Yeah, that's a new season high from 13 points. You know, season high, St. Jude's this season has been 12. So already in this first half, a guy's going to be on pace for a crazy game.
5 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3, 13 points on the day. But I think the more fun part on that is as a guard, 5 rebounds already in just the first half. It's been a very solid one so far for Mr. Patterson. Ahmed doesn't like to look inside, kicks it back out to Thompson, and they get reset. It goes to Owie. Owie wants to take it straight to the hole. Hard attack to it through contact, can't get the make, and now it's going to be picked up by Christian Case. Case leads it forward, slowing it down, handed over to Olaye. Toro Olaye, hard drive in to Ahmed through a lot of contact there. Ahmed gets the board, barely able to get it out. Thompson there tried getting it, but Khan is the one to get called for the foul there. Obviously not pleased with that call. It will become King Heights ball once more.
St. Jude's just staying relentless on the break. You know, they're not letting King Heights set up at all. They're picking them up full court literally as soon as the inbound.
11 seconds remain in this one. Ahmed finds Thompson. We'll see if they chew the clock here or just want to get the best bucket imaginable. It goes out to the corner. 3 ball there. It's short. Rebounded by Patterson. Is he going to give it a heave? No, I think he's just going to hold on to it. He does just that. We enter the half, ladies and gentlemen. 52-39 the score here. King Heights came out soaring in the first, but in the second quarter, St. Jude's able to establish themselves. It's been a high-scoring game of basketball so far, and we should expect more action in this one when NPA basketball returns for this King Heights St. Jude's game following the half.
CEO of North Pole Hoops, and want to get you updated on what's going on at NPH. And more importantly, what's to come in 2026. This year, expected to be the biggest in company history. Let's lock in. I just got back from our Middle East tour.
Welcome to Riyadh.
With Abdul, our regional director. And we spent time in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, where we were able to meet with major stakeholders in the region that are interested in connecting the dots, creating that bridge between North America and the Middle East region through basketball and creating a global impact through multiple basketball projects, which we're excited to share as we roll into 2026. And as we move over to Saudi Arabia, a country going through a transformation with a strong ambition in sports and entertainment. This is a country that's hungry for more. Working together with North Pole Hoops, we want to bring the basketball world to the kingdom. Now we're back in the United States of America, focused on building the Southern Conference of North Pole Hoops. The evolution of prep basketball, from national championships to continental cups. We are choosing select programs that align with our global vision. As for up north in Canada, the momentum is undeniable. We just finished up a Montreal session, and we're heading into the new year in the nation's capital of Ottawa. As we get closer to March, championship month, the storylines are picking up. In Canada, one of the biggest storylines, David Bottomley, averaging 47 points per game following the tragic loss of his father. He is now turning performance into purpose, and that's NPH family. Then you look at Isaiah Hamilton and Kareem Al-Jabbar, 2 NBA-level prospects who are breaking out in the NPA in their first year of prep basketball. They've stepped into a higher level of competition and structure, and instead of adjusting slowly, they've announced themselves. And of course, the rivalry that continues to define Canadian prep basketball. Fort Erie versus Royal Crown, owners of the last 2 national championships. A storied matchup that keeps bubbling season after season as both programs chase another NPA crown. Every time they meet, it means something. Honorable mention that truly deserves recognition, Yusuf Ahmed. Watching Yusuf rise through the NPH ecosystem from dominating D1 to becoming one of the top players in the NPA and Canada overall is exactly why this platform exists. These aren't just highlights. These are pathways, growth stories, and proof that the ecosystem works. And when it comes to women's basketball, the ladies are shining. We're in year 2 of the WNPA, and we're elevating women's basketball. With star talent like Chance Berry, Amelia Sow, Jordan Wheeler, they're setting a global standard for what's to come. So what can we expect moving forward at North Pole Hoops? We're building conferences. 4 conferences over the next 2 years are in the process of being built. We have the Central Conference, which will cover the majority of Ontario. Eastern Conference will start in the nation's capital from Ottawa, go throughout Quebec and Atlantic Canada, connecting the whole eastern region of the country. And then Western Canada starts in Manitoba, goes through Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC. Last but not least, the Southern Conference in the USA. That is under construction as we speak and will be growing over the next couple years, starting with the inaugural 26-27 season, MPA and WNPA South. Conferences equal structure. This isn't just expansion for the sake of expansion. This is intentional growth built to last. At North Pole Hoops, it's always been about building growth pathways on and off the floor. And entering 2026, it's about alignment, global reach, and raising the standard everywhere we go. To coaches, parents, players, and partners, thank you for continuing to believe in this vision. We're just getting started. Thank you.
name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DMV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DMV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. Technology that we have, the device that we have, we are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90 second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they're playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we could come up here and help them with, and they could also help us, and we can help each other, man.
Now I'm rising with fire from what they used to boast. Bridge culture with core, let your roots roar. From Toronto, Jeddah, Dubai, open every door. They say you're small, you don't belong in the score, but universe whisper, you built for much more. Wake up to your power, see the game wait. Coded your voice, the hoops your stay. Every strap you grab, every shot you take, be the message in the grind, no silent breaks. They slept on me, now I rise to the sky. Stardust in my veins, see the flame in my eye. Game speak loud, I don't need to try. From shadows to spotlight, watch me testify. Wake up the world, let them feel who we be. Roots in the ground, but a soul run free. Internet's connect, gateway to your dreams. Game speaks.
It's got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time.
Stay focused.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPH has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for some action, and it's been all St. Jude's so far after that second quarter. 52-39 the score, but
you can't let up. You got to keep your foot on the gas. You got to stay at 100% intensity. I know 7 guys in uniform today, but yeah, he knew it too right away. He let out a big scream as soon as the ref called it. It was a little bit of a late call, but it was definitely the right call. Just unfortunate there.
Thompson might have been thinking contested mid, he can't get it. The putback though by Kamar Grant, great awareness around the rim, and they walk away from that possession with something. Gets it slapped out of his hand, and it will remain King Heights' ball here. They'll be the ones to inbound. Ahmed. Pass on over to Awi. Awi, I find it very, very nice to see. I think as time's gone on, the NBA, when you of the slashing wing in basketball, and we're seeing it at all levels here, Victor Awi being a very prominent example. Everyone's shooting threes, everyone's running zones, everyone's starting to run man, actually more so, because you want to make sure that you're always covering. Hey, lane's open. Take it to the hoop.
It's just a different level of the game, right? It brings a different feeling. You're seeing a guy go all the way. All the time you say that, you mention him, and Awi just always goes to the rim. Like, yeah, sure, he might not make every layup, but he's still a very efficient player. He shoots over 60% on the season. He can score. A lot of his shot diet is just slashing, and he's very good at it.
There he got his own miss, but wasn't able to get a second chance there. And as the ball, they play hot potato with it. It ends up going out of bounds. And it, based off the call here, it seems it will be King Heights' ball. Yes, it will be. King Heights the one to get it, following a little scramble for the ball, so to say there. No one really wanting it. They'll pass it back and forth there on tips. You got it. No, I got it. Just go back and forth.
Everyone's got butterfingers there.
Thompson attacking side, slashes over to the left side. What's a play from Andre Thompson. Spin move into the float. Someone came in to swat it. Isn't able to do so, but he ended up missing. Grant. Quick find on over. It goes inside to Kyle Dorsey. Dorsey isn't able to hold it in, but a foul is called against Andre Thompson. King Heights bench not happy with that at all. We now will be seeing St. Jude's to inbound.
I'm taking Thompson's side there. I don't think that was a foul, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not a ref. I'm just a commentator on the sideline here.
Nelson decides to just let it fly. Can't get it. Ahmed can't corral it. It's picked up by Laux. Laux up it goes. Second chance. Can't convert it. And a whistle goes. I feel that might have been a little bit late, but Laux the one called for it on that opportunity here. And you don't seem very pleased with that one, Anthony.
Back to back, man. I don't listen. Like I said, I'm over here. They have a better angle, but from what I'm seeing, I don't typically agree with those two calls.
Matt Laux is going to take whatever 3 points he can get here. Sits the first one. No worry whatsoever. Doesn't even graze the rim. Next one to come here for Matt Laux. Gets it to go. Perfect from this trip to the line. We now sit at 56-41. Sub being made, and the hot hand of Elijah Patterson will be making a return. We'll see if he can keep up his first half form here in the third quarter. The inbound now is going to be coming in. Menelik Maurice. Yusuf Ahmed bringing it up here. Grant putting the pressure. Ahmed able to beat Grant. Still trying to spin past him. Does just that. Just the screen from McMaster. Puts defender. Tried finding Awi in the corner. And just was a bit too far there on the pass. Not able to connect with him as St. Jude's retake possession.
I like that by Ahmed. It was a turnover, but still, he's commanding the offense. You saw it from the moment the ball was in. Go here, go there, pointing on the court. I like that. He's being the floor general, and right now you need that.
He's trying to be instrumental here. Kamar Grant, great hop step. Not able to get the bucket. Second opportunity. Goes in. And Matt Laux gets the bucket here. They're starting to get a little chippy with one another there. A little bit of pushing and shoving post-basket, but still it's going to be fun. McMaster over to Awi. Awi goes back to Maurice. Maurice still trying to get something here. Quick little drive inside over to the corner. Back it goes over to Yusuf Ahmed towards the top end. Grant guarding him. Ahmed flips on over to Awi. He lets it fly for three. It's long. Rebounded by Kyle Dorsey. And now St. Jude's will be the ones resetting. They'll be bringing it up quick. Quick find. Wonderful find inside. CJ Nelson with the fine, and now a timeout called by King Heights. They trail 60-41. This game's bordering on blowout territory. We'll see how.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Inbound in here as we return. King Heights the one pushing up. Ball over quickly to Yusuf Ahmed. Ahmed back out to Thompson. He thought about it, still trying to get past Dorsey. Dorsey, great little shuffle over on the defensive end. Now he's going to get. King Heights still setting here.
King Heights need to get something going out of this timeout. Almost down 20. They're down 9 in a few stops.
I think it might be a little crazy to say, but at the same time, even though it's try to avoid this from getting out of hand. And what does Yusuf Ahmed do? The Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fade from Yusuf Ahmed as he's able to get it to fall.
That was tough. Fake kicks out the foot, gets the midi.
Whew. And they
nice.
Immediately get a quick stop there. They're going to be going the other way. Maurice pass. Hard drive to the basket. It's knocked out of his hands by Laux, and it will remain King Heights ball. Matt Laux really pushing it as hard. They're putting all the pressure they can on Ahmed. Now see how they respond. It will be SJA up and goes. Swatted against the glass by Awi. It's Ahmed. Pass up to Logan. He takes it up, and the finish inside.
Layup in the paint. Awi just says no, 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 and swats that one away.
Flying in there. That'll be Patterson. He goes around the corner, attacks to the basket, adjusts his midair, can't convert. Ahmed over to Awi. Great defensive play there by CJ Nelson to intercept the ball. Cut results in 2 points.
Yeah, Nelson adds a little bit of English on that layup there. Kind of didn't need to, but still, he's doing it anyway.
Terrible joke so far in this one, and we'll keep on talking strictly hoops. St. Jude's retake possession there after losing the board. Sub being made, Nolan McCoy here for Victor Awi, giving Awi a little bit of a breather here.
Yeah, Awi holding that right thigh a little bit, slashing.
Nelson got Thompson a little bit in the air and ended up getting his head stuck on that situation. Ref had no choice but to blow that play dead there. Unfortunately, it's not one where it is a foul or someone's going for it. It's just a minor situation where you get tangled up is all. Going the other way, slapped there by Kamar Grant. Great play there from Kamar Grant to stop the fast break opportunity. They won't have the advantage of the transition.
That almost took out my computer here. That would have.
If St. Jude's will compensate you for the MacBook, I don't really got a feeling they will, but Menelik Maurice now driving in for King Heights. He's looking around, goes to the corner, 3-ball, not converted there by Maurice. Dorsey kind of able to save it, dive to the ground by Laus. Now St. Jude's gets set up. Nelson beats the defender, attacks to the basket, puts, and it goes out of bounds.
He is perplexed after there's no foul call there.
He definitely wanted one. Instead, going the other way, it will be King Heights. How do they respond? Out to Yusuf Ahmed. He thought about the three. Pauses, keeps it dribbling, goes to the corner. Double team now. Got to get it out. loses the dribble, swings it quickly, finds Nelson. Nelson going quick there and decides to go up. Nice little good lay on the transition there. And it's another bucket here for CJ Nelson.
St. Jude's is just sending all the bodies they can at Yusuf Ahmed. The kitchen sink, you could even say. The guy is getting doubled, tripled every time he touches the ball and creating so much pressure, putting him in bad situations. And again, it's no fault of Ahmed. It's just a testament of how great of a player he is. You know, he has to be stopped. And the only way to do that is just to send everybody at him.
Ball makes its way inside to Ahmed. Ahmed, a little bit of moves, dancing, looking. Patterson passes it back over to Logan. His deep three, short. Rebounded by Louch. Quick pass over to Patterson. Patterson bringing it up. Takes it to the hole through pressure. Floats it up and one. Elijah Patterson continues his fantastic day. How lovely.
Chance to make it 15 points for him here today. Nice and one. Going right at the guy.
Bucket there for Patterson. No, not able to get the free throw.
Stays below a 20-point lead. Still at 19 here.
Driving in Ahmed. Steps off to the side. His fader, though good, called for the travel. Just a little too many steps there between his most recent dribble and the shot.
That was a nice move, though. Gotta give him that.
Nelson brings it up. Hands it quickly over to Grant. Grant back to Nelson. He keeps it swinging. Inside it goes. McMaster with the steal. Now it's going to be Maurice. He tries going behind the back. Can't do anything. Can't beat Grant. Grant, the one to win it, keeps on pushing. Have McMaster behind him. Out to Louts. He's over in the corner. Sorry, that's Nelson. But it is wide. Not able to convert. Picked up again. Andre Thompson swirls his way through. Shows the shiftiness. And he tacks on two. Puts it up and in. Nice to see that. Pass over to Nelson. Nelson trying to gather himself. Loses the ball there. Tough turnover there for CJ. He's have to turn offensive defense in this next possession.
King Heights, you know, maybe making a little bit of a run here. That and one, crucial.
Grant out to the corners. Nelson, he lets it go. Short off Dion. Ahmed able to break out of the zone here. Quick little drive there. Dump over to Maurice. We will be seeing a quick timeout here. We will be right back here for some more action. Just over a minute remaining in this one.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Folks, quick timeout there. It's Anthony Marinoff here. Julian will be right back, but St. Good response out of the ATO. Ahmed guarded. Gets the ball stripped there, but will go out of bounds, and King Heights will retain possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's very cold in here, and I'm freezing my butt off, so I had to go put on a jacket. But who knows who's heating up? Maybe in this third. Dorsey over the defender, can't get it. Logan trying to break out, finds Ahmed. McMaster given a pretty comfortable lay.
Great passing play there. Ahmed to top.
They're counting down the shot, trying to get inside the Louts. He can't get the lay, and that will be. And we'll see if King Heights can pull themselves out of this hole. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned.
We started our program to help keep kids home that were leaving to play prep school in other areas, so we wanted to provide an option for that high-performance environment in Edmonton. For us, joining the NPA is a natural progression. We want to be able to participate in a national platform. We've been playing against a lot of Americans over the years, and we feel like playing in a national Canadian league is a really good look for our program. Having an NPH Western Conference will allow us to have better games at home, and that's always been a thing going out west. But there's a couple really good anchor programs out here that we get to play, but there's not enough room out of advance. And creating that conference will allow us to have more sustainable, high level of competition regularly in our area. That helps in a lot of different ways, and it's going to help grow the game quite a bit by just having that presence over there.
We back, ladies and gentlemen, for some more basketball. I want to give an update on what today holds. It's the first major day. We had 2 games. As the ball goes out of bounds there, will be remaining on King Heights possession. We have a variety of stuff here. They're not going to be able to attend. As a result, Gridley College will be awarded a win via forfeit. That means the 12-15 game for NPA no longer happening today. School look to remain perfect in their Ontario road trip to this point. They'll be taking on the upstart and very, very fun ramping on Faith Family. Second game for them this weekend as they continue on to all the way from Dallas, Texas. At 2:15, Sacred Heart will be taking on Fort Erie International. Out of game once again. Niagara Prep will be taking on the Edge School. Edge School still looking for their first win since coming 70-56. And one of the big things I want to point out here real quick, Anthony, it's been on my mind here. Yusuf Ahmed's been pretty quiet by his usual standard. They've really been doing everything they can to stop him on the offensive side.
Well, like I said, they're throwing everything at him. They're limiting his shots. They're not letting him take anything easy. We've seen some of the shots he's taken. They're all difficult. He's driving down at the rim and meeting 2 guys there. He's getting a Dirk fadeaway on the baseline. These are difficult shots that he's still making, and he's shooting 5 of 12. I mean, that's still decent.
Yeah.
42%. That's good. He's 0 of 2 from deep, but that's, again, because he's just had to deal with so much defensive attention.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. You might see 10 points and say, I don't know, 5 for 12. Is he really the deal? 15 rebounds and 8 assists. He's doing everything he can to impact this game and get his teammates involved. We'll see if Yusuf Ahmed goes beast mode here in the 4th quarter. Will we see someone else step up once more? Victor Owie hasn't checked in a while. It seems that injury might be nagging him for the rest of this game. Who knows if we'll see him check back in. There's no Praise Badejo today. He didn't make the way out to Burlington for this match. We'll see if we'll see him later on this weekend. Who knows? But this game against St. Jude's, someone's got to come in and step up. And based off the people on the court, if you want to ask me who should be the one they trust with the rock, find Nicholas Logan. 15 points today for the young man, 7 for 9 from the field. He's been very efficient so far on his offensive scoring. I would recommend trying to find him the rock here, Anthony.
Yeah, no doubt. Like you said, 7 of 9. He's being extremely efficient. He's making his shots. He's just a phenomenal player, right? The guy has a season high of 16 points. He has 15 here, so a chance to make a new season high for him.
72-57 here. Ball goes out to the corner. Ahmed was able to find McMaster, but McMaster wasn't able to find the bucket. He gets rebounded quick here by St. Jude's. Clark Grant over to CJ Nelson. Nelson swings it all the way across to Stapleton. Stapleton, quick pass on over to Nelson. He lets it fly for 3, and he doesn't want to let his foot off the gas. 18-point gap once more.
Yeah, King Heights just had it down to 12. Now all the way back up to 18.
Still being tipped around. It makes its way over to Stapleton. Immediate swing over to Grant. Back to Nelson. He's getting an open look for a layup. And Nicholas Logan fouls CJ Nelson. 2 free throws to come here now for St. Jude's.
Nelson, that three-pointer was his first of the day. You know, he's taken a bunch, and he's a pretty good three-point shooter, 31%, right? But just today, not as efficient. Nonetheless, though, it's the confidence. He's still taking the shots. He's taken 20 shots today. He's their leading scorer for the team. And there's a reason why, because he averages 22 a game. The guy can score, and even if he has, you know, maybe not the best shooting day in terms of efficiency, he's still willing to take those shots, and a lot of guys aren't. So it's good on him for staying consistent and true to himself.
Still 17 points so far for CJ Nelson in this game. Also 2. It goes to Thompson. He kicks it over to Logan. He's open for 3, lets it fly. Just not a lucky bounce on it. Thompson gets it, tries splitting the defenders, attack inside, no go. Put back by Menelik Maurice. And that will be 2 points headed on the side of King Heights. He takes it from deep, but not able to convert. Still as it pinballs, lands at the hands of Toro Olaye. Iñaki Toro Olaye with the bucket.
Nice move there. Not too much from him today offensively, but again, getting steals, poking the ball away.
Stapleton able to save it there, gives it over to Nelson. Nelson to Grant, pass on over, slip inside over to Khan, not away. Logan trying to lead Andre Thompson just too far. And immediately the opportunity they had to really try to keep on going in this one results in a turnover in St. Jude ball.
If those two guys were switched around and it was Thompson on the outlet pass, it would have been much easier because Logan, obviously the taller figure, you know, more length on him, would have been able to catch that one. Just unfortunate turnover there.
Stapleton, nice shovel inside to Toro Olaye. He goes up, blocked by Ahmed. Not able to grab the board though, still remains St. Jude's ball. Back he goes to Grant, 2 seconds. 1 second's got to get it up, floats it, can't, rebounded by Toro Olaye. He goes right back up, and Toro Olaye continues to show why he's a proper big here. A little undersized, but you can't teach the big man tendencies of wanting the ball more. Yusuf Ahmed, nice little hop, step, and a skip all the way to the basket as he's able to get the scoop lay. Wonderful finish there from the wing. 80-61 now.
Ahmed, 2 assists away from a triple-double. He almost had one in the season opener this year, but missed it. As there's a block, but whistled for a foul.
Referee saw a bit more contact than they would have liked. Yusuf Ahmed puts his head down. He's not super pleased with the call, but he's not going to start barking about it or be annoyed about it. Instead, he's just going to get prepared here, try to rebound if Toro Olaye misses. He's perfect on that first one. We'll see if he can take the second one to go.
Yeah, Ahmed said, me? When the ref said his number on the foul, which I agree with. If anything, the foul should have been on, who was that? Nicholas Logan, I think, was the other player there involved. But Ahmed looked like he got all ball. Nonetheless, 1 to 2 from the line. Didn't have to pay that much.
Ahmed trying to collect attack. Stapleton out it goes to Thompson. Thompson giving space. Lets it fly for 3. High bounce. But no basket. It seems that it kissed the top right where the shot clock is. And that's so unfortunate. A game of millimeters results in no 3 ball there for King Heights. They got to keep looking.
That would have been Ahmed's 9th assist, 1 away. And he would have got it. Now he's still got to earn those 2 more apples.
Stapleton finds Nelson and gets cooked out to the corner. 3 ball, long on the rim. Rebounded by Olaye. Olaye set. Back inside. Put back flush by Kamar Grant. He gets up to clean it up.
My goodness, Grant.
Kamar Grant has his hand in the lane. Isn't able to take it. Ahmed's the one who puts the pressure to maintain the possession here for King Heights. He's trying to attack Grant again. Grant.
Out of my seat.
Seeing a sub here now, getting ready on. Coming into the game, it will be CJ Nelson on the way out. And a well-deserved breather here so far for CJ Nelson. As we now. Situation being Otis Onink looking to check in. And he will here for Kamar Grant. And I think it seems here St. Jude's are giving their main guys a rest here. They know that it's quick little subs here. Everyone gets a nice little breather. Make sure that they're feeling good.
Well, listen, St. Jude's has played a ton of games with them. Maybe you find something that you didn't know was there.
It took a little moment for the game to start up, but they finally get it. All the way out to Thomas. Thomas to Stapleton. Stapleton back to King Thomas. Inside to Onink. Onink to Stapleton for three. Can't convert it. Still loose, still fighting. I will also point out Yusuf Ahmed currently on the bench. We're here too, considering that with 3:20 remaining, it is a 20-point game. Pass by Logan. Thompson trying to run it quick. Trying to go right to the basket. Attack to the hoop. Draws the foul. And it will be a trip to the line here for Andre Thompson.
A shame here for King Heights. You know, the team that their record, yeah, it is. Today this is what you would consider a blowout. But they don't have a lot of their guys here. They're undermanned. And like you said, Praise Badejo, not here. A very important part of that team. And just other guys, other legs, just not here. Kenan Galau, another guy. Very unfortunate for them. Not the result they want here, but still lots to play for. You know, these younger guys at the end of the bench, you know, that don't typically get as much playing time, have an opportunity here to showcase and kind of work with their skill, work with each other, and build chemistry as a team.
St. Jude's looking to build some chemistry themselves with their guys who we haven't seen a lot of minutes of so far. So it's nice to see them on the court here trying to get something. Otis Onink. Onink passes it out. Three ball there and a make. Tristan Jones splashes home. One shot, one make for number 6. Thompson steps back. Is Maurice. Maurice to Logan. Logan pulls up long. Too high. Bounce off the rim. Goes over the backboard. And no whistle there. Okay. Whatever you say, Chief ends up going to the corner now. And we'll be seeing how St. Jude's get prepped. Otis Onink, his shot well short. The putback opportunity doesn't go. Still, they'll fight for it. Toro Laye. And a foul is called there. It will remain St. Jude's ball. No.
I think it was a jump ball.
It was a jump ball.
Instead.
I was saying because one referee signaled the direction for St. Jude's, the other ref shook his head, corrected her, put it in the other way, and that's just what happens sometimes, you know. Gotta correct it. But now the scorer's table saying the possession is in the direction of St. Jude's, so the ref was right.
Man, this defensive arrow possession never makes sense to me. I don't understand it.
It always makes sense to me when I can see the arrow. Usually we have the little thing you put on the table so everybody knows, hey, if it goes to a jump ball, this team has the possession following that, and I always understood it. We don't have that out here today. I'm not seeing it over there at the scorer's table. I can understand the confusion here from both sides and the referees, and, well, us here as well. Onink fouled on his way up. He'll be getting 2 of which, to be exact.
Another sub.
Check in. First one from Onink. Sareem. Have mild dyslexia because throughout this whole year, I know his name's Sareem. Big apologies to him. I'll be sure to send my condolences in a very well. Logan puts it up. Not able to get it. Rebounded by Sareem Khan, and he'll be bringing it forward. Trying to get. And Toro Olaye continues a nice little masterstroke from the mid-range.
Good for him.
Been solid so far. Andre Thompson with the bucket. Helps close the gap a little bit, but with just over a minute remaining, we can really stat sheet here real quick. In my opinion, it has to either be Kamar Grant or Elijah Patterson.
You know, it's tough because Elijah Patterson, he really set the tone in that for guy was scoring. He was making a lot of great defensive stops. But on the other side, like you said, Kamar Grant, He was making threes. The guy was jumping out of the gym. That putback dunk was electric. With either one of the two, I would maybe lean a little bit more towards Kamar Grant. But if you told me Elijah Patterson, again, same thing. He's the one who had that first half, that hot hand, and kept St. Jude's in this game when they were down early.
I'm personally a big fan. Continues to expire. Inside to Onink. He gets it popped out. It's rebounded by Olaye. Olaye out to Sareem Khan. He's not able to get it. Onink with the ends. McMaster passing all over to Maurice. He's just going to let it. The end of the clock. And Toro Olaye with 2 points there. Andre Thompson not happy with that way to start off their session. Meanwhile, King Heights here falls sadly to 1-6, looking to rebound later on this weekend.
Puts out a much better product in the court. Today, though, undermanned, and then Victor Aoui looks really crucial to their team. So they did what they needed to do, got business done, and handled it.
We'll be right back shortly, ladies and gentlemen, for the post-game interview. We'll be talking.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible, right? My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here with Kamar Grant. A fantastic game for you today. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. Active throughout the game. How are you feeling following a fantastic performance?
Feeling good. Bad slump in the weekend. Coming back, hitting threes, getting down the court. Everything's feeling nice right now.
I mean, you guys, so far, you've been the session here this weekend. I talked to your coach. He's played, 7 games over the course of this entire week. How are you on the horizon in the coming days?
Obviously, we're tired, but we got to come out, be dogs, and work and fight throughout the whole game.
Yeah, and the last question that I have here for you today.
To what we got to fine tune and get after it in the championship.
You guys are a fantastic side. Thank you so much, Kamar. Fantastic performance once again, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. We will be having another game here at 1. Sure to check that one out. Stay tuned on all our socials for any more updates on the scores of games. For that, I've been Julian Quintero Verano from Anthony Marinov and my dear friend Matt Ritchie, the producer of the game. It's been a fantastic time, and we'll see you for the next one. See ya!
History has been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
Original one-hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim.
And that was it! Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.